Hey, this is George with the New Hunter's Guide. Today I want to tell you about 7 reasons that I think crow hunting may be the single best place for new hunters to start. Now I know what you're thinking, George, not a lot of people crow hunt these days. And I'd counter that and say, yeah, and not a lot of adults learn how to hunt from scratch these days either. But in my experience and from these 7 reasons, crow hunting can be the best place for new hunters to start, depending on where you live in the country. So number 1, it is super simple to start crow hunting. It does not take a lot of advanced strategy and planning and lay of the land, and you can get out the door knowing very little. You don't need a guide, you don't need someone else to take you. Depending on the terrain and where you're going to be hunting, there's a couple of super easy strategies that anyone can get and employ and find some success using. In fact, the next video I do is just going to focus on 3 different strategies to get out there and to hunt crows with. Number 2, the gear for crow hunting is super cheap. You don't need a lot of stuff. It doesn't cost a lot of money. You can get out there spending very little, and everything that you do buy will have use and application in different kinds of hunting. In fact, soon I'm going to do a video just on gear and talk about the basics of what you need. But you don't need a lot of money. Once you get your license, you get literally a very few number of things and you can be out there crow hunting. Number 3, you got flexible season and hours. So in Pennsylvania, you can hunt crows for 9.5 months out of the year. From July all the way to the middle of April, you can hunt crows. That's 9.5 months, but on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 3 days a week for 9.5 months. So it doesn't matter what else is going on. It doesn't matter. You don't have to wait a long time for a season. You can get out there and you can do it whenever you want. You can get out there in between game seasons. You can get out there, when no one else is in the woods. Right now is my favorite time of the year to go crow hunting. February and March, absolute favorite, because you're between major seasons. There's not much else to hunt. There's nobody else in the woods, and it's a great reason to get outside and be mobile at a time of the year where there's nothing else going on. The other side of that flexibility is with the hours. You don't have to be in the woods 2 hours before the sun comes up. Now, granted, the best time usually to hunt crows is shortly after sunrise, but you can hunt them basically all morning and all late afternoon into the evening. So you can wake up at 6, 7, 8 o'clock, mosey on into the woods, hunt crows for a few hours, go to lunch, come back and hunt them again in the evening. It's a great time, and you don't need to invest that much and wake up early and go through all of that. You want to go out for a few hours in the afternoon? Great. You want to eat breakfast and then meet some friends and go out? Perfect. You can have success any time of the day. Now, I have seen that probably 11 a.m. to maybe 1 or 2 p.m. is probably the slowest time of day. But before that and after that, you've got super flexibility. Number 4 reason, and this one is huge. When you're crow hunting, you're always scouting. Every time I'm hunting crows, I'm also scouting for something else. I'm scouting for deer. I'm scouting for turkeys. I'm scouting for ducks and geese and doves and anything else I could think of. Whenever I'm in the woods, I'm scouting. Now, scouting doesn't get a whole lot of excitement usually. People aren't like, oh man, let's go and I'll come up and we'll stay over for the weekend and we'll go scouting and make a big time of it. But scouting is that important. But most people aren't too excited by it. But when you're crow hunting, you're hunting and you're scouting at the same time. And it makes it a lot of fun. You're looking for crows, but you're also looking for sign and places to hunt everything else. So if you're not sure what you want to hunt, you can start crow hunting, and then you can find sign in other places that you might hunt other game in other seasons. So it's great for that. Before we get to 5, 6, and 7, I just want to encourage you guys, in the comments below, let me know what you think about crow hunting. Let me know if you've ever crow hunted, if you've ever thought about crow hunting before, if you want to crow hunt, or if someone you know has. Let me know what you think and what you'd like to hear more about this sport and what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what's on your heart. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications, and then please thumbs up this video and let other people know about it. It really helps with getting the content out to other people. So number 5 reason that I think crow hunting is maybe the best place to start for new hunters, new skills that you gain crow hunting are transferable to other kinds of hunting. So you have the most obvious, you got practice shooting at crows in the air. That's going to transfer to pheasant hunting, duck hunting, dove hunting, and any other kind of bird hunting where you're shooting birds out of the sky. It's great practice. It's low risk. It's not a big deal if you miss a crow. It's something that it just helps and builds that skill set. Other things, camouflage, concealment, moving quietly, being still for periods of time. You're able to do things with crow hunting that, it's low risk, and you're able to gain those skills, gain that experience, and transfer that to other kinds of hunting. Number 6 reason why crow hunting might be the best place to start. There's no competition. You can go out literally right now when nothing else is in season. There are no other hunters in the woods. You're never going to find, well, at least not in my experience, you're never going to find someone beat you to your best crow spot. In fact, I don't think I have ever run into another human being crow hunting in the woods. I don't think I've ever seen another human being crow hunting in the woods before. So you can go out, you can have the best spots, the best land, the best locations, places that are packed out for deer season, places that have people crawling on them for turkey or duck season. You can have the woods all to yourself for crow season. You can learn your way around. You don't have to worry about spooking someone else's hunt. You don't have to worry about, chasing away the deer somebody when it's hunting or something like that. You've got the woods all to yourself. It's quiet. It's super easy. Number 7, and this might be one of the biggest reasons why crow hunting's a great place to start. It's a team sport. You don't have to go by yourself. You can have the woods all to yourself. It's flexible, it's easy, it's safe, but it's so great to go out with somebody else. For a lot of other kinds of hunting, you got to sit and be quiet. For deer hunting, it's not great to go out with other people. But for crow hunting, you can talk, you can joke, you can laugh. You're walking through the woods, and then you be quiet the last few steps as you get into a spot you want to set up. Maybe you sit there and you call and you hunt for 20 or 30 minutes, and then you're up and on your way again. And you can talk and you can have fellowship. I love to go crow hunting to spend time with other people, to go out with friends, go out with people I just haven't got to spend time with. And we just go out in the woods for the morning, hunt crows, talk, catch up, tell jokes, and then head out for lunch. It's a great time. You don't have to go with someone who has a lot of experience. You can go out just by yourself. And I've got a bonus reason. Number 8 reason why crow hunting is a great place to start. Crows are something that affects many other kinds of game. So when you're crow hunting, you're helping ducks, you're helping pheasants, you're helping turkeys, you're helping basically all game birds. You might even be doing some deer a favor, because crows are notorious for killing the eggs and the young of basically every kind of bird out there, including songbirds. They love to ravage turkey nests. They will follow hens through the woods to find their nests and to eat their eggs or to eat their babies. Same thing with ducks. They'll go after baby ducks as soon as they drop out of the tree. Same thing with pheasants and every other game bird. If they can find their nests or their young, they're going to eat them. They're going to decimate those populations. So if you live in an area that's overcrowded with crows, you're doing every species of game bird a favor by going after them. Also, crows are notorious for attacking garbage and just making a mess. In my neighborhood especially, they're big on that. But another big thing is crows eat crops. They go after fields. You ever heard of a scarecrow? The reason why we have scarecrows is because we don't have enough crow hunters. I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to. So whenever you're hunting crows, you're basically doing a public service for farmers, for anybody who lives in a neighborhood, and for every other kind of game bird that you might go after. So also I want to encourage you guys, head to the website, newhuntersguide.com, check out the podcast. I've done several seasons worth of episodes on crow hunting, hours and hours and hours of content, as well as 100 to 150 episodes on every other kind of hunting you could be interested in. So check out the podcast, leave a comment below, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Until next time, God bless you guys, and go get them in the woods.